The next job will be to remove the conrods. I'm going to start with the timing side here and then move to the primary or the drive side later on. So here's the conrods. They're a little mucky, a little dirty. I'll need to inspect them just to see if I can reuse them. I do hope so because they're pretty expensive, but we'll see. And this one's okay, a little sort of stiffish. It's not quite running as freely as I thought it would. Anyway, we'll get started. So this is a 1/4 inch Whitworth's nut here on the end of the conrod bolts. Imagine I don't take the skin off my... Oh my gosh, that's tight. Little damage in there, as you can see, but I'll inspect those later and see what size they are as well on the inside of the shell. But just pop those back together for now. I'm going to be ordering new bolts as well, and gosh, they're expensive, but yeah, they're a vital part of the rebuild anyway. Okay, so that's one side. Not much to grab hold of with this vise. So this is the primary side, and see how we get on with this side. Again, pretty tight. I think it's supposed to be around 20. Oh, that was better. Well, the other one was loose, but definitely a lot easier than the other side. Maybe I just had more leverage this time. There's the oil hole here in the center, just to make sure that I know which way these go back, and I'm going to bag them separately. I may even mark them in some way that allows me to know which one goes back to each side. Bottom, top. I don't know if that's scoring or not, but we will soon see. Okay, that's the conrod removed. And one of the key features to look out for when I'm reassembling this is that there's a mark there, a witness mark. I think it's made by a chisel or something like that, that identifies the correct end or the side of the collar that attaches to the conrod here. So if you can see that, that'll make it a lot easier when it starts going back together again. And we're just moving it back round to the timing side. So the next job will be to try and remove the cheeks now of the crankshaft flywheel. These are all 1/4 inch whitworths, and some of them have been punched, if not all of them, you can see here. So we'll see how they come off. And then also down at the bottom there's a plate, a tab, not washer, but a tab plate that goes over the end of this nut and on the other side as well. So I just need to peel that back with a screwdriver first of all, and then start removing each of these nuts, and then push the bolts through. And again, I'm going to order a new set of bolts for this crank assembly again. So yeah, that's something that's coming out of the budget. I'm starting off pretty fine with just a paint scraper, just to get behind that tab. Yeah, there, that just opens it up a little bit. And then go in there with something a little wider. Just open that up. New plates come with the kit as well, so not too bothered about damaging these ears. And then just to repeat that on the other side. This one, either the nut had turned or it wasn't lined up correctly when the tab was fitted, because it was actually over the edge on two faces of the nut. Anyway, quite easy to get off. These are all again 1/4 inch whitworths. They are well punched, which is good. I have to say I'm pretty excited about these journals. They look like they're in excellent condition, but we'll see. Well, I may possibly need to renew my subscription at the gym again, because I had the hardest time getting some of these nuts off. I guess lacking a little physical strength, I think. But anyway, plus didn't have a lot of leverage to hold on to this flywheel in the vise. But anyway, those are all the nuts slackened off at one side anyway, and obviously I need to push the bolts through next and possibly undo the tab washer on the other side, possibly, I think so. So just setting all these up, but they're all going to get replaced, these nuts and bolts. look at that. Oh, sludgy, sludgy. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy. I've never been so happy to see sludge before. But that is a mess. Yes, it's all worthwhile now, right? That's what we do this for, just to see what's in there. And that's got quite a lot of debris in there. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's actually solid. Well, that is terrific. Yeah, mud, mud, glorious mud, huh? I've put a rag on the floor, by the way, as well, so and that's the least of my worries. So yeah, very, very, very pleased to get that out. Then I can see it almost goes all the way through as well into the other cheek, so yeah, that's terrific. And there's another shot inside, just to give you a sense of how much is going on in there. There have been times when I've been dismantling this engine that I wondered, because everything's been pretty nice right so far, and I did wonder by the time I got down to here whether in fact it would be clean as anything inside, but it isn't. So yeah, I'm very glad that I did this. Here I'm just removing the last couple of nuts that stayed on those bolts when we took the cheeks apart. These are the two bolts that go through these brackets with the tab plates at the end. Otherwise they won't come off. This is just an initial clean. Whoa, look at that lot in there. You see it? Sheesh. It goes to the centre of the earth, that one. Wow. What did you do on Sunday afternoon, Mike? Oh, I cleaned out my sludge trap. This needs a lot more work. This is just an initial attempt to get all this junk out of here. Okay, so I think that's it for now. It's by no way a professional cleaning job, but I've just really wiped it over, gone through all the holes and the oil ways. For now, it will need to be cleaned professionally. And also thinking about having some of those journals ground, possibly. They look pretty good, actually. I'm not seeing any scores that I think will be a problem. Maybe it just needs polishing, but and then balancing the crank as well would be a job that I'll need to outsource. I just don't have the skill or the equipment to do that, so that will be the next job, well, offline anyway. And that's it for now. Okay, see you later guys, bye.